Well, how about, you two guys? I mean, do you see what you're doing as being transitional? I mean, if somebody were to walk up to you and say, we'd love to build a TV series around what you're doing, I mean, I'll just put you in the corner, but is it a stepping stone or is it a thing in itself? How about you, Nadine?
Nadine?
Okay. I don't know how you would put it, because my thing, what I sell is me. This is me, this is what I do. These are the videos I do. This is my personality. I mean, I play characters in my videos, and I put on a persona sort of when I do different things, but it's really me. That's what the viewers are looking at. And this can work for any company, any advertisers, if they work it properly. If you just create a YouTube channel or any online video channel and just put an episode or your commercial on, people are going to go, okay, well, that's the episode of the commercial. But if you create it as sort of a character, like your TV show is a character, and these are all the interactive elements that are involved with it, you develop that personality, and that's something you really, I don't know, the viewer really enjoys watching you because of that reason. Mm-hmm. And so back to me, I couldn't really create a TV show of what I do because it's so random. I draw on life experiences and what's happening in my life and what's happening in the world, and I parody it, or I skit, or I vlog on it, and I just build up on that. And so when my viewers tune into my videos that I produce, they don't really know what to expect. Mm-hmm. But they know it's going to be me, and they know who I am, and they know how I work, and so they have that kind of,
right.
I think that's important because I want to find a way to relate what we do to the people here, because that's why we're here. And I do see a way in how we work together, because with YouTube and with internet media, all of it, the thing that we push the most is subscribers. Mm-hmm. And the reason that that's important is because I've set myself up not as a video maker, but as a distribution platform. Mm-hmm. And right now, I'm unfortunately my only videos. But what I have is Nadine has 100,000 subscribers, I have 100,000 subscribers. What that means is when we post a video, any video, doesn't matter what it is, 100,000 people receive a notification. Corey just posted a new video. Nadine just posted a new video. Here's the title of it. Here's a thumbnail. So how we get involved is any business out there who wants to get on YouTube or any type of internet video site, you always start at zero. So any business who says, hey, let's shoot a YouTube video. We're going to sink in a bunch of money. We're going to create a new channel. We're going to upload it. You can do that, but you got to realize that every 60 seconds, 20 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube. Mm-hmm. YouTube receives 1 billion views a day. And just because you're a big company and sunk a lot of money into it doesn't mean you're going to stand out, because you never know what videos are going to stand out. Mm-hmm. That's unpredictable. Like, not to talk about myself, but a video of me lip syncing in my kitchen I thought was going to get 2,000 hits. And that video ended up changing my life. I couldn't have predicted that. These businesses can't predict, well, we're going to sink in this much money, and because it's going to be a good video, it's going to get a lot of hits. Well, that's not true. So what's the solution? The solution is to use people like Nadine and I, mm-hmm. because we already have an audience. So if you write us into an episode of your show, or you get us involved in the next thing that you're doing, I'm making the pitch here, because I have an audience of people who want to see my videos without sounding egotistic. Nadine has an audience of people who follow everything she does. She could talk about the Winter Olympics. She could sit there and talk about her cat, and they actually care. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They do. It's unbelievable. So we have the success story, because it's not the attitude of if you build it, they will come. If you guys sink money into a YouTube channel, hire a web designer, hire a graphic designer and an editor, and make a great video, it could fail. And then all of your money's wasted. But we have proven success stories of we already have that audience. I have 7,000 people on Twitter I can reach out to. I have 30,000 people on Facebook I can message with the click of a button. And I have 100,000 people that if I upload a video, any video, they're going to see it. And it's not just me, it's Nadine, and there's other Canadian people out there. And our audiences are primarily Canadian, which is what these guys want to hear. To be honest, you don't care if somebody in New Zealand watches the video because you're not going to make any money off of that. But we have primarily Canadian audiences because we live in Canada, and one thing that they mentioned is they said we want to see a Canadian version of YouTube. It already exists. It's called YouTube Canada.
Yeah.
Google has 3 offices in Canada, and you guys don't know this, but when you go to YouTube, it checks your IP address, it checks your internet address, and it forwards you to YouTube Canada without you even knowing it. And the videos you see on the front page are primarily Canadian, and you're not even aware. So Canadians are watching my videos more than American people's videos because we're making Canadian content, and Nadine and I are both in the top 15 most subscribed channels in the entire country.
Right. So just before we carry on, I dutifully turned off my phone before we started, and now I have no idea what time it is. How much time do we have left? Okay, great. So, I mean, let's just talk about that. You talked about the fact that it's very difficult to predict what is going to be a hit, but are there lessons there other than, you know, connecting to somebody who already has a strong following for what is going to drive traffic? Chantal?
Well, in terms of driving traffic, I mean, not only utilizing these people based on their subscription base and their fan base, but also for their knowledge, because they did start at the bottom, you know, and they just posted a video, and they've retained a loyal and very loyal following. So they started somewhere and they did something right. So it's almost necessary. And when we've created videos, and we create videos on a different level, we create them on a very like episodic, like, you know, this is like high quality produced, you know, and it does have an overhead, it does have producers, it's got PMs, it's got PCs. That's what we produce. But these guys are great when we chat with them and we say, okay, well, let's talk metadata. You know, let's talk tagging, let's talk geocaching, let's talk interactivity, let's talk about buzzwords and keywords and at Google AdSense and AdWords. These are all words that I just threw at you that are so important to know. If you're going to do this and do it right, these are the kind of people that you want to have on your team. You want to talk to them, you want to consult with them and say, you guys, like, how did you tag your videos? How did people find you? You know, and what was hot on Google in March? You know, what were people searching for in March? Because I'm going to put my video up in March, so I want to know what those buzzwords were. It's a lot of research. It's a lot that goes behind it in terms of, like, you know, checking out ComScore. ComScore is an excellent resource in terms of making sure that your video is successful online. And you know, the great thing about us in the internet world is we love getting calls from people saying, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? Like, can we chat? Can we go for lunch? We love that, because I like sitting down and talking. This stuff is really exciting to us, and we love to talk about it. We don't have trade secrets here, you know.